Hey guys, Miss Dragon here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We've got operations to do, and then we're going to start the Trespasser DLC. So the big one, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, our people have fleshed out something big and stubborn. You were seeking a mount that spoke to the tenacity of the Inquisition, and this, frankly, I'm not sure what this says, but it is definitely a mount, and it is definitely tenacious. I'm not sure what to say, except that the stables now have a new resident. And to echo the report from our people, that is one big nug. Okay, so we unlocked the Nug. Assigning Michelle de Chavon. Wonderful. Michelle will be placed in Lydas, where my dear friend Baron Edouard believes he will be of great use to us. He's taken up a position as a counselor to Lady Adele Lescott. Josephine. Chanter staff. Recipe. Capitalize on alliance with Fairbanks. A shame what happened to our Fairbanks. No, socially eviscerated, but he'll survive, and in time Montsamard will forget. However, the Vicomte de Melun, in his delight, revealed several secrets. The implication that he is having an affair with his stepdaughter? We can certainly use that against him, Liliana. That's horrible. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so Meriden's heirs, we were gonna do... Should we do Cullen, the Merides have spent years profiting from a name they claim falsely. The Dalish deserve honest reparations. Or we could use Dalish scouts. Bring Clan Ghislaine into the Inquisition. Make the Merides pay for our relative silence. Let's do this, I guess. Why not?
Inquisitor.
Might be a terrible idea, but we'll do it anyways. Too grizzly, too bear. Oh, okay. Inquisitor, I have found an old Avar warrior familiar with the care and treatment of hold beasts. It is not cheap. After I persuaded him to take the job, he insisted I meet Storvacker myself. The creature mistook the lining of my coat for a bear's scruff and licked me. The Avar was much amused, saying that Storvacker must think I'm a cub with the mage. Despite this, I have thought of a use for the beast. Let us send a batch of soldiers along with this warrior and Storvacker to other Avar hordes to demonstrate the might of the Inquisition. We may make some allies, and the Avar can help us patrol the mountain. No one else knows the Frostbacks as well as they do. Commander Cullen, let me at least profit from this humiliation and send Storvacker with our soldiers to impress the other Avar. Or I would prefer we keep our new friend out of harm's way. Let us find a cave for Storvacker until her service with us is complete. I don't know. I don't want her to... Aw, I hope nothing bad happens to her. That would be not good. Let's look at meet or Legion mercenaries. Inquisitor, if you believe it would be helpful, I would be pleased to take the Bull's Chargers into Orlais to meet with mercenaries currently serving Orlesian nobles who wish to rebel. A well-placed word from one professional to another could pull the teeth from the enemy and bolster the Inquisition's ranks. Lieutenant Cremisius Aclacy. While the Chargers lean on the mercenaries, I can lean on the nobles. Between us, we can subvert any possible rebels. A few drops of poison in their right wine glasses. We'll do Josephine. And let us begin. Alright, so, warning, beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There's no going back from this point. That's fine. With Corypheus dead, and the threat of fade rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. 20 or higher. Let me just throw on a save quick before we move on. Okay, Divine Victoria will not call the Exalted Council until you're ready, Inquisitor. Let's go.
If you squint, Lake
Time to move on.
Calenhad is shaped like a bunny.
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it.
Oh my goodness. Attend the Exalted Council. The council will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halam Sharal. Thanks to Divine Victoria's negotiation with ambassadors, we are ready to depart at your convenience. Let's go. Venture forth. Alright, so we have lost both Cassandra and Solus right now. Because Cassandra is Divine Victoria, Solus is gone. I don't remember if Cassandra can come fight with us during this. I don't remember. Is that the mount I had set?
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Thanks to you.
Corypheus left a great deal of
Yes.
damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You mean Cassandra?
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
Oh, has she done?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll find her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Tevinter ambassador?
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Which old friends?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Orlais sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
I don't know. I don't know why this is a special option. You would disband, I agree. I'm just gonna go. Our work is done.
Corypheus is dead. We accomplished what we set out to do. If we're not needed any longer, And if it can be done peacefully, it may be time for the Inquisition to disband.
Thank you. Make a watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
And then we can go do whatever the heck we want. Okay, we have lots of people to talk to and lots of things to look for. I don't actually know where everybody is. So, start up here. So we have Josephine. We have something to read. I imagine we'll have lots of reading to do. We'll loot some things. Crumpled napkin. I don't know why we needed that. It's fine. We have 2 things to read. Hole in the last few years. Inquisitor, I send this to you uncertain whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results, I can hardly complain. My work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it is clearly my hand with signifiers in the language that make it clear I acted on my own volition when writing it. I assume that you will make more of it than I can. Yours, Charter. Send to Inquisitor. I wish I could read today, speak today, whatever. Enrique Cole. Quarterly progress. Rescues 6, higher than expected. Targets hit 4. 1 dead when wanted for interrogation. No prisons. Agent morale strong. Some crying. All insisted they were good tears. Strong emotions, but unrelated to mission at hand. Usually tied to some past trauma. Oddities, misplaced items, unexpected, often tied to emotional revelation among group, concern with hostile blood mage binding demons, V, angry. Wax on my fingers, bees drone behind me as the honeycomb crunches between my teeth. She was always proud of me. Why did I write this? Okay. Josephine, in the last few years, dear Inquisitor Llewellyn, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers. I have written and received so many letters from the Elysian court. Our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for the Exalted Council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself. But this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile, and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montilier. Liliana, in the last few years, Inquisitor, unfortunately, I must report that my attempt to use nugs in place of messenger birds in the deep roads has not gone well. On the first attempt, the nugs I released would not even go in the right direction, choosing instead to run around in circles and collide with walls while trying to squirm out from under the message canisters. After considerable training, the second attempt went slightly better, with only half trying to escape their collars while the others at least tried to go in the right direction. However, none of the nugs arrived at their destination. I will inquire some of Charter's time in dealing with an Elysian noblewoman I believe to be intercepting my nugs. From my surveillance, she appears to be dressing them in little frocks that are simply terrible. The Nightingale. Okay. Alright. Josephine.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You scheduled a friendly chat?
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chats with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
That's a good point.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Doing what exactly?
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
I'd love to go with you.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Not so calm.
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
What just happened?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
It means more that you did.
What I really enjoyed was seeing you put your duties aside for a change.
I truly did. Thank you for coming. It's been too long since I just spent an evening doing... nothing.
Here's to nothing. May it happen to us more often in the future.
Oh, look! The encore signal! I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
Okay, alright. Oh dear. Your Elysians are a interesting bunch. Alright, what's down here? Anything inside? What is this? Oh. The first Grand Enchanter. Grand Enchanter Lothair Arduin was the first leader of the Circle of Magi when it was founded in 120 Divine. After Harduin distinguished himself in battle during the Second Blight, Emperor Draken himself endorsed him for the position. From all accounts, the Grand Enchanter performed admirably, but some speculate Harduin was a second choice, that Draken had another mage with connections to Inquisitor Ameridan in mind for the job. Tellingly, these debates are based on a half-finished letter to an army captain and the guest list of a party where Ameridan and the Emperor were in attendance. If any proof ever existed, it is likely dust. The idea's merits should be treated as such for scholarship's sake. From a short primer of Orlais's most excellent and inspiring history by Lord Renaris, published in 935 Dragon. Maybe Ameridan himself? Expensive dog treat. Ooh. Yes. Don't believe there's anything else under here. So we're going to go to the other side and have a look. There's lots to do. We cannot open this. I think it becomes accessible at a later time, but I do not remember. I think that door you opened with those Hollis statues during the, oh, whatever we did. Another dog treat? Yep. In the story when we came to the Winter Palace. Heart in Hightown, Chapter 10, by Varric Tethers. Donan Branakovic had been pursuing the killer of Magistrate Dunwald without food or rest, and so far all he had was the seal of an imaginary group, a wounded arm, and a package that contained a rusted Tevinter shortsword. He was past exhaustion, and every breath made his head throb like he'd had too much to drink. He was getting too old for this shit. He couldn't go to the barracks with a knife wound he'd picked up off duty. If the captain caught him, and she would, he'd be thrown out of the guard for sure. That left one option. The Chantry Clinic turned no one away. But it usually didn't have to. The presence of 3 circle healers was more than enough to frighten most decent folk into deciding to wait and see if they got better on their own. Aside from a few drunken beggars snoring in the beds, the clinic was quiet. The healer didn't ask his name and tended the wound only with a disapproving frown. In a few breaths, his arm was as good as ever. Pity magic wouldn't mend his coat sleeve. As he walked through the nave toward the exit, he heard a voice. "Guardsman, I was just about to look for you." The deep black gown she wore only made her eyes more otherworldly. A scent like lilacs filled the air around her. She may have been dressed in mourning garb, but she was dressed to kill. Donnan bowed. "Lady Marielle, we should talk. I may have a lead for you." Ooh. I don't think there's anybody on this side. And I'm gonna say that that is everything to pick up. So we can make our way into the main area here. Let's head down this side and see who awaits us here. Well, if it isn't Varric. Is there anything to pick up? I don't think so. Hello, Varric.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
What did you do now?
Are you in some kind of trouble? What's happened this time?
So suspicious. I'll have you know I've never been convicted of anything. Officially. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
And he's delivering your mail?
So why is he here with messages from the Merchants Guild?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
You'll be a great Viscount.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
I don't know what to say.
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Can I try it out?
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Oh, Varric up to his Usual shenanigans.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, so nothing else from Varric. Okay, so the legions should be on that side. So we're gonna go to the other side first. I hear something. What is it? Gold cravat? I don't know what that is. There's something to read. Half-finished poem. Skin like gauze across the sky. I sigh and fall in evening's lakes, the pools of which deep as your eyes, and eyes of which pierce like wakes, drakes, heartaches, cakes. Maker, I hope my lady's patient. Another dog treat.
Good day.
Okay. No? Okay, nothing in there. It's good. Okay, I see coal over there. Oh. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 12. Oh boy. By Varric Tethers. They say you can buy anything in the Lowtown Bazaar. It's mostly true. On the right day, you can find vendors hawking spices from Saharan, the legacies of unknown dwarven paragons, maps to hidden fortresses in the Donarchs, and the crown jewels of Antiva. And no bookstore in Thedas peddles more wild stories than Lowtown. Don and Bernakovic made a point of greeting each shopkeeper as he passed, so that the continual chant of guardsmen reached the ears of the two large men shadowing him since he'd left Lady Marielle in Hightown. The address she'd given him led to a warehouse in the Foundry District, a section of the city populated only by rusted metal spikes and vagrants. Donnan knocked on the door. An immaculately dressed butler greeted him and gestured for him to enter. Guardsman Bernakovic, Messer Wagner has been expecting you. Donnan followed him through a labyrinth of warehouse offices to a back room richly appointed with silk carpets and tapestries, depicting the execution of Andraste. Two heavy armchairs upholstered in velvet occupied the center of the room. In one sat a smug, red-haired man dressed entirely in blinding white samite. The other chair was empty. Guardsman, please sit, the gentleman spoke with a heavy Starkhaven accent. I suppose you would be Messer Wagner? Donnan asked. I am a procurer of antiquities. Sirrah Bernakovic, as I'm sure the Lady Dunwald explained. Wagner carefully lit a pipe made of carved bloodstone and inhaled. But we are both men of business, Guardsman. You are soon to retire, are you not? Allow me to present you with an opportunity. Donnan turned a critical eye on the tapestry of Andraste's pyre. I'm listening. Wagner watched him through a growing veil of smoke. Do you know what Seamus Dunwald had in his possession, Guardsman? What made the poor man worth killing? Do tell. The sword of Hessarian. Wagner leaned forward, studying him closely. The very blade that pierced Andraste's heart. Donnan gave him a flat stare. If I believed that were even possible, I'd think that blade would be worth a lot of coin. Most would look at it and see a rusted piece of scrap. It is no longer the jeweled blade of an Archon. But to the right buyer, Guardsman, the sword is worth an empire's ransom. I know such buyers. Wagner smiled. It is here, in Kirkwall. And if you help me find it, I can make you a very rich man. Ooh. Very rich man, huh? What's over here?
Please move along.
Oh. We got lots of stuff. What do we find? More dog treats. We have more to read. Arden Hightown, Chapter 14. The late Magistrate Dunwald's butler blinked as Donnan Bernakovic barged into the foyer. Get Lady Marielle, now. He headed straight to the parlor where the magistrate's collection was displayed. Wrapped in a black shawl, Marielle sauntered into the room and leaned against one of the glass cases. Guardsman, what a pleasant surprise. Where's Javelin? Her smile faltered. Why do you think I would know? He's your partner. Donnan held up the note. Your perfume, Lady Marielle. He dropped it on the display case beside her. What were you doing in the guard barracks? I didn't leave the note, she said with measured calm, and I don't have your partner. But you were in the barracks. He stepped away to examine a display. You told me Wagner wanted to buy the magistrate's entire collection. But he said he was only interested in one blade. He opened the case, and I think it was never in Seamus's collection. I think it was the sword meant to go right here. He pointed to the empty velvet-lined box. I looked in the Viscount's records. And you've only been married to Magistrate Dunwald for about 3 weeks. You tell me who you're working for and where my partner is, and I'll see if we can't get you a deal with the Viscount's office. The Chantry. Marielle closed the door quietly. They sent me to Kirkwall a few months ago when rumors of the sword began to surface. She examined the note. I don't have Javelin. This was already on his bunk when I went to find both of you. Donnan didn't hide his skepticism. You're innocent, but you didn't report him missing to any of the guards. Someone took him from the barracks, Sarah, with no one the wiser. That doesn't seem strange to you? She looked him in the eye. Have you ever heard of the executors? They're a myth. A myth that kills, she sighed. The executors have your partner, and I think they have someone inside the city guard. How else could they have gotten Javelin out of the keep without being seen? Donnan watched her fidget with her shawl. Why were you in the barracks? I suspected the executors had an inside man, she shrugged. How else could they have gotten poor Comte de Favre to open the door to his killer? Since he arranged the sword's purchase for Seamus, he'd been hiding in his own home. The only people he'd seen were Seamus and you. I missed something over here? Oh. I needed to get up there. How do we get up there? Can we climb this? No climb option, but at some point we need to come from there, get up on there, and pick up, what is it?
Oh, yes.
A bottle of some kind. I wonder if we could fake it. I don't think you can jump that high to trigger the loot. No, I'm also stuck. Moving right along. We're just gonna probably circle around the edge a bit here. What did I just... Oh, there's something in there. I'm gonna look around here first. So much to read. Cullen in the last few years. Cullen, word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious. And the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "Hello, Cull" to this letter. He also insists it be "Hello" and not "Hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. Believe that's his sister. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor, you don't need me to dictate every word exactly, do you? I may be divine, but that doesn't mean I have any particular skill at letter writing. Should I start with a joke? I don't know how to make hours upon hours of meetings with Grand Clerics sound anything less than mind-crushingly tedious. I also don't know how to make a joke about that. Something involving hats, probably. Varric would know. It's very important that I sound reassuring. The Inquisitor has so much to deal with already and should not have to worry about the state of the Chantry on top of everything else. You can say something about how well the Red Lyrium cleanup efforts have gone, can't you? And perhaps mention that Templars and mages... No, never mind, that subject has been discussed to death. Or perhaps mention the play about the Inquisitor's heroism that's being performed in Valrio. That should be good to hear about, I'm sure. Ugh, I'm late for a meeting with some revered mothers from Navarra. Just finish this up with something appropriate. With the grace and benediction of the Maker, Divine Victoria. Cassandra. So much to read. Vivian in the last few years. Inquisitor, I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halam Sharal. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Aquitarians and the Lucrosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from the libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must, of course, convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. Cordially, Vivian. Varric in the last few years, Inquisitor greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The red lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker the crazy cursed Templar's gone," which was remarkably catchy, despite or maybe because of the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the Fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. Please. This Viscount shit is boring me to death, Varric. Aw, poor Varric. Charter.
Well met, your worship.
Nothing?
Well met,
okay.
Your worship.
Read. Conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition, it has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during the Exalted Council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the Imperial Court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady Montelier. This is a lot of reading. Activity in the Winter Palace. Charter's notes are in an encryption she developed with Liliana over the last couple of years. CM's intentions seem sincere. Agent in Palace at party tonight where CM is attending. BP left notes at drop as promised. Servant in green livery seen leaving guest wing of Palace at odd hours. Possible tryst. Madame LV's second cousin is a bard in employ of Duke WM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight. Neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR tonight. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. Okay. Oh my god. Iron Bull in the last few years, thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Perindale. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the action of the Bull's Chargers in South Reach while the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed. The necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on enemy forces was hardly necessary. The Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanations of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by both chargers over the past 2 years. Storage. Okay, we don't need anything from that. Good lord. Oh god, there's something else there. This is just changing our clothes. Cool, I changed my clothes. Another thing to read. Dorian in the last few years. Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I've had only the Society of Maevaris's fledgling Lucerni party. Junior members of the Magisterium so filled with fire and zeal and so widely inept at politics. May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress. But it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerni alive through the usual schedule of Menrathis scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like a pestilence, or an Elysian fashion trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade their legions to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know, she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree, Dorian? Okay. I think that's just that. This is a lot of talking. I don't usually talk this much. What's down here? Oh god. Storms of Temptation. This tattered novel bills itself as a sweeping romance on the 8 seas by Danelle Mithril. The cover shows a dark-skinned elf with long platinum hair hanging by one hand. From the mast of his ship, a dagger in his teeth, a woman in an elaborate mask, low-cut dress, and almost as much hair as the elf gasps up from the base of the mast. The elf is glaring at a tanned and chiseled human pirate, grinning as if his vessel pulls alongside the elf ship. For the first Elven captain in the Antivan Navy. Okay, I'm not going to read this, but it's just a story. I'm going to scroll through. If you would like to read, feel free to pause and enjoy. This belongs to Yvette Montelier. Apparently. I'm gonna cut the reading down to probably important things, and less stories and such. Just because there's so much to read. Heart in Hightown chapter 13. Again, I'm not gonna read this. Feel free to pause and enjoy the story of chapter 13, Heart in Hightown. Awesome sauce. Okay, these people be macking on each other. Nothing else. Let's go up this way. Got something here. Pair of paddles. I don't want to know. Alright, let's start here. I see we have a nug. So this is where we can modify synchronized collectibles. This will synchronize your collectibles across games by downloading collectibles that you previously uploaded and uploading newly acquired ones. Would you like to? Sure. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the point was, but it works. Do we have any research? No. Cool, so this is where we do all our modifications and apparently synchronize our collectibles. Whatever. Let's keep... Oh my god, more reading. Wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners covered in different handwriting. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sense and aligns itself with Orlais properly this time. M? Nonsense, Marcel. Ferelden is here for blood a day before. They either demand it outright or threaten war on us. If they don't get it, L. The Divine will intercede. She must. Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her not to interfere. A. You have great confidence in the Chantry, Elaine. M. 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you if the divine settles the fate of the Inquisition. Done. 1,000 from each of you once the Inquisition cedes sovereignty to Orlais and the Council of Heralds. You two will beggar me. Leonard, are you out? Don't be ridiculous. 1,000 royals and the Ferelden's getting their way after all. Right. Blackwall. Read. Blackwall, in the last few years, Inquisitor, I hope this letter finds you well. I apologize for my prolonged absence. I've traced the whereabouts of one more of my former company, and I'm writing to you from Kirkwall, where he now resides. I knew him as Private Nicholas Laurie. He goes by Klaus now. Unlike so many of the men I betrayed, Klaus found a way to put his life together without turning to crime. It doesn't in any way lessen the horror of what I did, but it was comforting to see at least one life not completely ruined by my actions. Klaus is married to a lovely lady. They run a small bakery. It didn't take him long for recognition to dawn. And then I had 2 mince pies lobbed at my head. Pies that were fresh from the oven, mind you. It was a good thing I ducked. I made my apologies even after months of searching and making reparations. It was still hard. To his credit, Klaus allowed me to talk, and we ended the visit with ales at the Hanged Man. I should return within the month. Thank you for allowing me this time, Inquisitor. Yours, Tom Rainier. Okay. Maybe I can just listen for a while now.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I would have let you know.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing.
I didn't mean to be so
So
aggressive.
tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
How many punches did you take?
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
Not much of a sword arm.
If that's your sword arm, I think I'm better off without it.
Think you can do better?
Probably not. I'm a mage. Okay, anything else?
Inquisitor.
No? Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's go into this building. What you do? Oh, I can buy and sell. Oh, hello. See if I can. There. Go. Okay. I sell. Looks like everything's buy and sell. So I'm gonna have a look at the shops, and then we'll move on. All right. So basically, this entire place sold materials for crafting. So because you can't explore and stuff, you want to create some better equipment. You can just buy your materials that you need. Hopefully, you have money, and go craft them next door. That is a bar. There should be people to talk to there. We're gonna go in here because I think it's, yeah, this is upgrading potions, equipping, and more reading. Hardin Hightown, chapter 17. Again, if you wish to read, have at her. I'll quickly scroll through. We can move on. Okay. There's something here. Notes on Palace Guests, a collection of servants' notes on the guests attending the Winter Palace. Countess Devori wants a stateroom set aside from 3 to 5 in the afternoon for her daughter's harp practice, but must have windows on one side and a balcony. If she proposes a recital, refer her to the seneschal. Duke Pierre Pone wants to entertain Ferelden relatives, a barrel of whiskey and 3 wheels of cheese to be delivered to his quarters this evening. Van Wharton, his bed should be made up with linens, not silks. Sir Litstone complains an old wound in her left leg, Sare, whatever, is making itself felt. Move her to the ground floor. Lady Galetti, a duelist, has requested a sparring partner and a suitable practice ground. Lord Gilderay, to be woken at 8 by maiden on even days, a page boy on odd days, don't ask, with a fresh pitcher of water and 12 sprigs of lavender, on a peach-colored towel, don't ask, carrying these items in silently without making eye contact with his lordship, placing them on the divan, clapping twice, then leaving without a word. Do not ask. I don't think we want to know. Would be best if we didn't. Okay. I believe that's it. We can now head, well, I guess talk to Cole and then we'll head inside.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
Well, hello there. Nicely done.
You're useful to have around, Cole.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
Confusion.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiral! The fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
But not with him. You need somebody nice. Yes, better. He'll be gentle. So will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not? I've seen you in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh, yes. I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Oh, goodness.
Good.
She'll accept Krem, right?
You sure they'll both be all right when Krem tells her?
Strong arms, a sweet voice. Father wanted me to be happy.
Which one of them is that?
Both.
By the side of the
Do I not
divine,
get
Cassandra seeks the
okay.
truth and finds
Inside I go.
the
Haha, more reading. The Gilded Horns drink menu, the Golden Nug, Missing Drake, Benediction. Feel free to read. There's a lot. Much reading. Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Let me just read this first. Iron bulbs behind the counter. Sarah's past and now things. Lost another book. Stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah. Also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again. Less stuff. More things. People things. Too many veil somethings. Nameless. Stupid. Orlay. Last Jenny checked in. Wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol smashing against the face of a chevalier. Symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Traveling again and again. Been here before. Where everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace. Never good. Pack bees. Bet Varric we're in trouble. Scratched out. Varric won't take a sucker bet. In for 10 with Cullen. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my Skyhold clothes. Scratched out. Hiss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. Looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? A drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an explosion. Bees and exploding bees. Charges in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall, still beardy. Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? They never call in everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Alright, let's talk to Sarah.
Inquisitor Herald. Glad to be back for whatever it is this lot have shoved up their sleeves. Just right up in there.
That's it? It's been some time.
Well, we don't know what's what, so what's there to go on about? It's Inquisition business, innit? That's all we are. Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
That's it?
Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us.
Yeah, okay.
Then there'll be something to talk about.
Okay, I guess we don't get anything for Sarah. It's fine. What is jingling? I read this. Why is it? I have no idea. Alright, Iron Bull, your turn. Cutscene for Iron Bull.
Your worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
This should be good.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
I sure like night enchanting. I just love Ferelden politics. I haven't seen a rift in ages. The council may affect Lyrium. Isn't Orlesian history what are these options? These are horrible. The council may affect Lyrium? I guess I haven't seen a rift in ages.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
Very interesting. I sure like night enchanting.
Most mages hate the thick of battle, but I can't imagine hanging back. It's nice to get your hands dirty.
That's why I like you, boss. You swing a sword. It's a weird sword made out of magic, but still.
But it's still a sword. Oh my goodness. The council may affect Lyrium?
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
What? Oh no. I just love Ferelden politics.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Tairnirs, governed by Tairns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls, and then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
Oh my god, isn't Orlesian history grand?
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafarath's son Isarath.
Uh-huh.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
It's bad. Definitely didn't. Anything else?
Hey, boss.
No? Okay. It's very dirty in here. I see Cole has reappeared.
Hello.
No? Okay.
Scout lays Harding, Swift and
I think that's everything on that side. So now, we must venture the other side. I have to continue catching up with people. Cullen's that way. I do know that. I always know where Cullen. Kidding. You're sus. Do we need to talk about this? Yes, we don't care. I feel like I have to sneeze. Cullen's right over here. What's this? A reminder, while the gazebo is available for festive occasions, deposits are non-refundable in cases of flood, fire, or imperial whim. Book accordingly. Okay. Helen! Oh, look at the adorable
You there!
puppers.
You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owners tired of the novelty.
But he's such a good boy. Dog.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
Oh, oh, oh! You should show him Ferelden.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. He should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to.
Oh.
The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean.
Yes, it could mean many things.
Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
I'm glad to hear it.
I can't imagine the Inquisition without you.
I'm honored, and likewise, Inquisitor.
Hmm.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Overpriced Orlesian dog treats. I have those. I have lots of those. We'll give you all of the overpriced Orlesian dog treats. We have to do them one at a time. Alright, well, I get Constitution for this. Is that all I have?
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
Indeed we do. Indeed we do. Alright, looks like that's all we have for now. Let's keep our eyes and ears open for more doggy treats for the good boy. Goodest of the goodest, boys. Alright, so we've got Dorian over here. The people of importance are up there. I think Dorian is technically the Orlesian ambassador, though. Phew. Liana, hello.
Will you walk with me?
Do I have a choice?
The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Everything changes.
Everything changes. People, most of all.
Yes. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
We know too much.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. It may be time to end things.
Are you breaking up with us?
You're dumping the Inquisition. You can't dump the Inquisition.
We set out to restore peace,
Okay.
And now peace is upon
Why does
us.
her shoulder look broken?
But I know from experience how hard it can be to lay down your blade and accept that things have changed. We can still work for the good of Thedas without the Inquisition, but the time for soldiers and spies has passed. You have suffered terrible things, Inquisitor. I hope you still see the light ahead of us. The world is ready to move past the horror of the Breach and Corypheus, and so should we. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
Thanks, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Cool beans. Okay, that's done. Vivian. Vivian's in here, I'm pretty sure. Walk to the pool.
Of course.
Oh. Probably something else to read. There's always things to read. Okay, let's go this way. There's Vivian there. Surrounded by people. Always. Okay, what is this? Hardened Hightown, chapter 15. There you go, have fun. There was something else. Straight, nope. Yep, straight ahead, straight ahead. People, hello. Broken mask.
There must be something here.
What? Where?
Alpha Valroyo must be here.
There was another that what are they called? Those clown-looking secret people.
Move along.
Oh. Why does it sound like it's a double hit? It's weird. More reading. Hardened Hightown, chapter 2. Okay. Thought Dorian was down here. He must be up top. I thought maybe he's down here later. Why are we swimming though? Why is this a thing? Oh, let's talk to Vivian. Oh, I saw something. Rotate. I am just fixing photos for stats. Why? What? Can I do this with anything else? I don't see anything. Let's talk to Vivian. Vivian, hello.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
Spa day, darling.
The Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
They serve elves here?
I've never heard of a fancy spa serving elves.
You are the Inquisitor, darling. Savior of the Empire. They won't turn you away.
Yay. Is that cheese? Are we putting cheese on our eyeballs?
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken.
Oh my goodness.
I know you were cruelly disappointed when Solus left.
It still hurts.
I'm still not over what happened.
We shouldn't dwell on terrible mistakes, should we? It's spa day.
Oh, what have you been up to?
You must be keeping very busy.
The Circle needs more supervision than a toddler. It may master using the privy on its own any day now.
Hams?
Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles. What happened? Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
Sarah and her hams. Anything... Is that a stick with a banana on it? Okay. And the hams are still here. Well, Vivian, anything else?
Darling, what can I do for you?
No? Okay. Let's,
All's well, it seems.
I don't know.
yeah. I think Dorian's the last one to catch up with. Pretty sure we got everybody else. Yeah. Probably. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Dorian first, and then we'll talk to whoever's in charge of Ferelden. Ding-a-ling. Ding-a-ling. What's this? Dedication. This fountain was erected in commemoration of the end of the Civil War and the slaying of Corypheus by the Blessed Herald of Andraste, Inquisitor Miss Dragon Llewellyn in the 42nd year of the Dragon Age. Let the song of its water be as laughter, let the cool of its stone be as memories gone. Dedicated by Her Imperial Majesty Empress Celine in memory of those who fell to protect and preserve the Orlesian Empire. Very good then. Something else. There's something else. There is money. Caprice coin. Alright, and what's this? Liqueured box. This is Dorian. This is Dorian? Duke Cyrell. R.L. Tegan. Dorian. I found Dorian. My friend. Before I do that, read. Scandalous gossip, oh boy. This unsigned note is creased as if it had been secreted away in someone's pocket. Dearest Jay, I agree it is surprising that the Fereldans come as equals, but the Exalted Council is in the heart of southern Orlais that cannot be lost on our neighbors. Empress Celine has stayed in Valroyo to appease a delegation of Navarrans. Or so her messengers say. It is obvious the Empress stays away to dodge the demand that she bring the Inquisition to heel. One would almost think that Celine believes they will find a way out of their bind. So strangely naive at her age. Okay, before I do that, I just want to check for more things. We're just going to run across this way. Because there's always things. Go across this way. Nothing. I think there's supposed to be things over here. I saw something sparkle the other way. Over here. Oh. Arden Hightown chapter 18. There you go. I need to go this way. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Expensive dog treats. Oh, what's this?
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
What is the point of this?
Is there something you need?
Yes, thank you.
Who is talking? Oh, there's the scar. Eric.
All's well, it seems.
I don't know.
Yes, that was very... How do I get out of this? I don't know the point of that. Let's go drop some treats off for our good boy.
Inquisitor.
Sorry, Cullen. I didn't mean to talk to you. Oh, there we go. We got all of the treats. Now he's gonna bring us a present? He's... Cudgel of the Golden Ebon Queen. What?
Inquisitor.
Are we gonna talk about this? Okay, well. Awesome. Got a weapon. Really weird weapon. Let's go talk to Dorian. Dorian, hello.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
It's expected we're powerful?
The Inquisition's grown. It would be shocking if they didn't find us a threat.
Yet you've started no major wars. The Inquisition is a very considerate rival. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Thanks, I think. Okay, I need to talk to Dorian. Can't say anything else to him. So, let's go talk to Dorian. Dorian! Yeah.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
Please?
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you, or want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you, if it counts.
Dorian.
And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Tama never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
He's too big to move.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
I'll miss you.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe.
Aww.
I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
What will you do in Tevinter?
So you'll truly be a magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
Oh.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back. Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
I could help you.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend.
Aw.
I won't be entirely without support. Mayveris has gathered other magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
Oh, I'm sorry about your father.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
I'm gonna say I wish you well.
I wish you safe travels, and the best of luck.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magisters are tricksy bastards. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... magic. What?
Love it.
You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
Aww. Best friends. I thought I caught up with all my old friends. Could talk to Dorian again, maybe?
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
Who did I not catch up with? Cassandra. I missed Cassandra. A dispatch from the Crown of Ferelden honored Arl Tegan. Let any who read the letter know you speak for the Kingdom of Ferelden. Your words stand as my own, and your decisions are made with the support of myself and those pledged to the Crown. You have been a loyal friend, and we invest in you our trust and goodwill. Make her be with you, Queen Honora of Ferelden. What are we? Cool, a book of some kind. Okay. It looks like everything. Let's talk to Cassandra first. Maybe.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Not at all. The Jarl of Redcliffe was telling me of events in Denerim. He represents Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How is Redcliffe?
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
Oh, that's nice. A moment, Your Holiness?
I had hoped to steal a moment of the Divine's time.
Very well. We'll continue this later, Your Perfection.
I am supposed to be impartial while speaking for the Chantry, but I confess that neutrality is beyond me. I may be the Divine, but I will always be your friend. And I can hardly ignore the fate of the Inquisition that I began.
How can I help?
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
You could find me a sword and something to hit. I must attend to other matters. If you need me, I am ready to assist. Unconditionally.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
I understand the fear.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais. Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Okay, I gotta go talk to Cassandra, so let's go hunt down Cassandra. Okay, we've found Cassandra. Let us speak with her.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Like magic. Ooh. Should I not be here?
Should I leave and come back later so you can try again?
Always with clever suggestions.
I try.
Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
We'll sit together.
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
We should start over.
Maybe I should leave and come back. I think I missed the beginning.
I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage?
I can't imagine who it is. Macon knows you've kept it secret, but if marriage is... You're not proposing to anyone.
What?
I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Eric told you that?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
Maybe I will get married, but probably not. Thank you for talking with me.
I do appreciate what you were trying to say.
My hand just glitched through my leg. That's weird.
Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
I love her. She's precious. The only one we want to marry is Solus, and that's not gonna happen.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
Indeed. Alright, let us go start the Exalted Council. Alright, let's begin Exalted Council. Starting the Exalted Council will lock off spending time with followers. Yes, well, there's no more we can do, so we must move on.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
We only helped restore order.
Our goal was to keep more Ferelden citizens from dying, not to seize power.
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Sister Leliana asked to speak with you in private.
Please pardon me, everyone.
My apologies. An urgent matter has come to my attention. Ambassador Montelier, can you handle this for a short while?
Of course, Inquisitor.
This is highly irregular.
Are we not even worth the Inquisitor's time?
Chill, bros. I have an army. Anywho. Suspicious things are happening. We must investigate.
Inquisitor, I thought you would want to see this.
A dead body.
Qunari warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
What can you tell me?
So, what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Qunari military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
Would Iron Bull know?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Talvashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
That's fair. We should investigate.
We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will ask Divine Victoria to call a recess for now. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Yay! Excitement! Probably not what we need. Follow the blood trail. Alright. Blood trail. Blood trail. There it is. Here we go. This
it
is
looks like he came down over the railing.
Where we go. Can I jump over there from here, or do I have to jump over there from up higher? I think I have to go up. I'm just gonna jump off after getting up. Okay, I think if I jump from here, just gonna line ourselves up. Ready and woo! Dang it! See, let's try this again. Ah, I got it. Heck yeah. Autumn cologne. Okay. Anyways, let's actually do this properly. Anything over here? I don't think so. I hope that was it. 'Cause I'm not doing that again. Don't. Hope there's not a lot of stuff to loot. But
An active illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
yes. Okay, let's go. So, I think it's gonna make us select party members. Yes. We're gonna take Dorian, Varric, and we'll take Iron Bull. Right now. So...
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the illuvians. I'd forgotten all the colors.
What are you talking about? Everything's all gray.
I wonder if it somehow looks different to elves.
Yes. So if you are, I don't think, elf or mage? I think it's elf. If you're not an elf, this is sad and gray and depressing, so. Okay, the trail goes two ways. Follow it this way first. Examine that.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
What's wrong? That one doesn't like you?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
But not here. So... need to go up. And this way.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
Yes. Let's go. have a look in a book. Elven Mountain
Elven
Ruins.
I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Oh boy.
Another Qunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad.
See, this is why I brought Iron Bull. Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass.
Right behind you, Tiny. Try not to completely obscure the battlefield.
Did I miss anything? No, okay. That was cute. Out into the sunlight. We're gonna go around the outside first. Sometimes there's things like this weird fire. Oh, and treasure. Don't touch the flames. It kills you. Do I need to... I thought that was an open space. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. No, okay.
Inquisitor is down.
It's fine. I'm okay. I don't think I can get over there right now. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to jump over it, but we're just gonna not do that. Then to read. This place be looking real cool. Conversation, anyone?
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Qunari were here and who did this to them.
What that explosion was.
Over there, Qunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Broken statue sits atop a pedestal. Do we want to talk about the mage? Can we even see? No, you can't really tell. I don't think. I will keep it to myself. Also, I should probably heal myself again. Okay, we're going through this one to get ourselves across to the other side.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want?
We should know. Special. Listen to the Well of Sorrows.
I think I know what to say. Milana de Thavarin. Rivas, ver Anaris.
Seemed to work. What did you say?
It was part of a ritual. A secret greeting from those Fen'Harel trusted. If Mithal's Well of Sorrows knew this, were they close? Friends or... I'm not sure.
Yes. They were friends. My friend. Salmon. Wolf's Welcome. A wash of powerful magic carries an impression of welcome. Images flash by, of enslaved fleeing to this place in ancient times. Greeted by others who then tend their wounds. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fen'Harel bids you welcome. Rest, knowing the Dreadwolf guards you and his people guard this valley in this place. You are free. Interesting, yes, you will never be bound again.
That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
You mean the ancient elves kept slaves? Maker's breath. One more thing never to tell Daisy.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dreadwolf Fen'Harel. This doesn't make sense. In Dalish legends, Fen'Harel is our god of misfortune.
Yes, well, he might not be what you think he is. I think that Illuvian is the way forwards. But I don't know how to get across to the treasure. Hello, goodbye. So yeah, let's go through here. Where is the thing that it's saying is here? I do not see sparkles. It's probably above me. See nothing.
That Illuvian only took us a short distance.
Huh?
That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Oh.
Good for moving around a city, visiting friends, deploying guards.
Interesting. Oh, I gotta drop down to it. See it? Pretty sure you have to fight the spirits. If you don't, be nice to them.
Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Oh boy. Doesn't look like there's anything here. I'm not sure why there's a sock and a photo there. It's a bit odd. But our drop down point is just over where we were. So we have to examine that to move on. We have to listen to Dorian.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Stripweed.
Terrible stuff. Looks like grass, stings like a knife, and causes sores if you so much as brush against it. So, of course, everyone in Menrathus insists it makes a very decent tea.
Makes sense. Listen to Varric.
So, we're getting the band back together. That's exciting.
Don't tell me the Viscount of Kirkwall misses skulking around and shooting people.
You've never been to the Viscount's Keep, have you, Sparkler? Spend 2 hours there and you'll be glad to be shot at.
Okay, now I gotta line this up perfectly so I don't have to re-fall down. Hey. I think I just got money. And then we'll just jump over like that. But, okay, now we can, hello, guys. Excuse you. Now we can talk to the doorway. I don't think there's anything else here. Read another story that changes Elven history. The promise of Fen'Harel. A wash of powerful magic carries a pang of hope. Images flash by. A man in wolfskin standing with a group of freed slaves clasping one's arm in friendship. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fen'Harel has been falsely named a god, but is as mortal as any of you. He takes no divine mantle, and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly. Let none be beholden but by choice.
This is Fen'Harel helping former slaves as a mortal. not a god.
Kinda curious that this guy had to specify he wasn't a god.
Ordinary guy saves people, accidentally founds religion. Sounds a lot like the chant, actually.
Fen Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
Yes. I'm sure they were thrilled. Okay, what do we have? Another dead body. The lies of the Avenaris. A wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of bitter fury. Images flash by. Elfin mages enslaving tens of thousands, making arrogant proclamations of godhood. Words are not so much heard as felt. The gods, our Avenaris, claim divinity, yet they are not but mortals, powerful in magic, who can die as you can. In this place, we teach those who join us to unravel their lies.
This claims the elven gods were just Avenaris, powerful, but completely mortal mages.
Whoever ran this place was trying to rebuild the slaves' confidence. Get rid of old propaganda.
If that's true, Fen Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
Indeed he was. Alright, so we hello. Anchor discharge. The anchor now automatically generates focus over time. Discharge the accumulated focus by using the new ability in the battle menu where the mount used to be, or by pressing the assigned key by default equals. Discharging the anchor makes your party briefly invulnerable. The anchor also glows brightly for a short time, lighting dark areas and revealing objects hidden there.
You alright, boss?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It stopped at least.
I'm dying. I did. Oh, here we go.
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Oh yes, that. I forgot about that. All right, back we go.
This place is creepy.
All right, welcome back. So, place the statue and move forwards. Should bring up the bridge. Slowly. There we go. Nice, wet, slimy bridge. My favorite. Alright. Let me heal myself.
Qunari!
Yes? Anything up here? No? Okay.
Bashidon! The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
No, he's fine. The Dorian? Shame I can't just throw them down. Sure are a lot of enemies. Good? I think we're good. Who needs to climb when you can just fall? I have things to loot. Climb. Climb. I don't see anything. Oh, plants. Prophet's Laurel. Okay, we don't need plants. Let's keep going. Guess I'll go inside first. I think we're good. Run outside and have a look, maybe? I'll just run around. If I find anything, I will let you know. Okay, I didn't find anything. Some plants, but nothing important. See if there's anything important in here. Ladder. I can't get through that way. I don't think... Oh, we're searching for more information about the hostile Qunari. Okay. Here we go. Here's some more. Who died? Varric? Where is he? Here? Where is our dead Varric? I think he's over here. Is that him? Got him. Or he's probably gonna die immediately after. Hope he heals himself at least. I'm not sure if I'm doing any damage. Okay.
Why did those Qunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Qun.
Yes, they think. I don't think there's anything over there, and there's no way to get through that, as far as I know. Right now. So, I don't think there's anything in there. Oh. Okay, let's move forwards. Our eyeballs open. Oh look. Look at all the things. Salmon.
That's Fen Harel, removing Dalish Valisleen. Solus said they were used to mark slaves.
Yes. Yes, he did. Dreadwolf keeps its gaze on the one light that illuminates the way forward. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so it's... What the heck? Where's he looking? This one? Hello? I think that's it. I will be taking that, thank you.
What's
And
this?
What's this? It's a secret passage. What else? What else could it possibly be? Can this be used against the weird fire? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't remember how that works. 'Tis been a long time. Let us go down. Another thing to read. The lifting of the Velasleen. A wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of determination. Images flash by. Former slaves in ranks with Fen Harel, armed and strong. Their skin is cleared, their face tattoos, the Elven Velasleen, are gone. Words are not so much heard as felt. The brand of the Avanaris can be lifted from you, that all may know you oppose their cruelties. None here are slaves. All are under our protection. All may choose to fight.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris, posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
I don't think that's anything. Okay, guys. Heal. Heal. We'll heal. Thank you. Refuel. And move forwards. Lots of cobwebs. Something loot. And lots of enemies. Guys, look out. Okay, ready to rumble. Oh, hello. I am being assaulted from all angles. Thank you. I love this. There is so much happening. I'm not sure why they explode sometimes, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Guy's almost dead. There we go. One there. Somewhere. Are they not alive? Okay, well, I'm gonna go with they're dead. Qunari orders. Plan of attack. The letter is written in both Qunari and the common tongue. I've read your report. Station your people in the abandoned elven towers by the lake. It is a short distance from its entrance to the mere that connects to Halamshral. We'll need the space to lodge our people after infiltration is complete. There is a map of the crossroads at the bottom with an arrow from the Elven ruins Alluvian to the Alluvian that leads to the Winter Palace.
This letter says the Qunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halamshiral.
So they're aiming for the Winter Palace.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
Yes. I will explain something later. I think it's in a little bit here. First. Note regarding the wolf statue. Remember, if you wish to move the statue, light the second sconce from the left as you face the wolf's head. Use the blue-green flame in the brazier. It is magic, but it will not harm you. Remember your duty to the Qun. When you light the sconce, a box clutched on the statue's paws will open. There's an item inside. Do not touch it. It is old and elven. We will have a Cerebos examine it for magic when time comes. I took it. It's totally safe. It's fine. I didn't die. But I like treasure, so. Oh. Oh. I think there was one more room. Read. An unknown agent. This gore-splattered letter was written in both Qunlat and the common tongue. 2 hours ago, an unknown intruder penetrated our defenses, masked and cloaked. A mage used magic to awaken spirits and turn them against us. Intruder moved as if they knew this place. Fled after spirits awoke. Dozens dead. Spirits keep attacking. Engagement not reco. The rest of the letter is illegible. Blood is still wet.
An unknown intruder coming through an alluvion. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Qunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
2 parties then. The Qunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on, we have to warn people about the Qunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Could it be? Not that they're gonna listen to us. Yo. Where am I? Oh, we don't need that. Probably. Okay, let's go update Liliana at the Winter Palace.
One dead Qunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Qunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
So, trouble finds us again.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
No.
We must ensure that the Qunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Can we use the Qunari?
Could we use the Qunari threat to remind everyone how valuable the Inquisition still is?
Not until we know more. It will be fine. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Qunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Investigate the Qunari plot. Yeah, I think we're going to leave this video here, guys. Next time, we will continue on our investigation. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!